Hello everybody, this is John Doe for the Archetype, and I'll be doing another Archetype review. So today I'll be discussing the Burning Knuckler Archetype. I already have one of the cards up right now, so let me just actually show you what we have here. We actually have, I think we have 8 monsters so far in the Archetype, and no spells or trap cards that I believe. I do have Dev Pro, and I do have the Burning Knucklers inside the Dev Pro, and I can probably just put get that Dev Pro up later on maybe, and I can show you all the cards that just in case if there are any other cards. But anyway, we do have the first one right here. We have Burning Knuckler Counter Blow. So with this card, it is a fire attribute, warrior, level 3, 0 attacks, 1100 defense. It's a trigger and a condition. So for the effect, during the damage step, when a Burning Knuckler monster you control battles, which means if your opponent attacks the Burning Knuckler or you attack with the Burning Knuckler, you can banish this card from your hand or graveyard. That monster gains 1000 attack until the end phase. So that's actually a pretty good effect because you can just it's kind of like what is that? The Gem Knight Merchant card, I think it's called. It's like it's just some more attack points. That's actually really quite useful to have, and your opponent doesn't even see it, so you can have 3 of them too. That really sucks. You can only use this. Well, you can only use this effect once, so I can see this card actually being really good for this deck. And you can even have it in your hand or even in the graveyard. You just have to banish it. That's actually a good effect. Wow. Okay, so the next one we have. Let me just go down again. We have Burning Knuckler Headgear. Looks like. One second, it gets, Wiki has a lot of memory apparently. Okay, so with this effect, it is, with this card, it's a fire attribute. So, I think they're all the Burning Knucklers are fire attribute and warrior types, I think. This one's a level 4, 1000 attack, 1800 defense. It looks like it's not very much of an attack kind of archetype, but they do have a lot of, they do have that booster that they have earlier with so it's also a trigger and continuous effect. When this card is normal summon, you can send 1 Burning Knuckler monster from your deck to your graveyard, so you can send that Burning Knuckler, what was it called again? Counter Blow. Oh, I skipped one. I'll look at that later. So you can do that. I'm guessing it's a graveyard-based archetype. Once returned, this face-up attack position card cannot be destroyed by battle. That's actually a pretty good effect because you can just probably like number summon this card, put like that counter blow to the graveyard, and then keep your monster for a turn. Like first turn you just do that, and then you can keep it on the field, and then next turn you can normal summon another Burning Knuckler and Exceed together. So the next card we have, and I accidentally skipped this one, Burning Knuckler Glassjaw. Okay, so this one is of course a fire attributed warrior type. It is level 4, 2000 attack. That's actually a pretty good attack. You can get over some Thunder King Ryo. You have 0 defense, unfortunately, so like cards, enemy controller would probably be really bad for this card. It's a trigger/trigger effect. Okay, so when this card is targeted for an attack, destroy this card. When this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target 1 Burning Knuckler monster in your graveyard, except Burning Knuckler Jigsaw, Glassjaw. Add that target to your hand. So that's actually good. I don't really see any importance of this card quite yet. I'm pretty sure we'll see some more of that later. So next we have Burning Knuckler Restraint Barbaric Soldier. Oh, the next XYZ ones, okay. So this one is a rank 4 warrior type, fire attributed. It has 2200 attack, 2000 defense, and it requires 2 Burning Knuckler monsters, so you can't just splash this card in any deck and it'll work. It won't, it has to be Burning Knuckler. And it is a continuous/trigger effect. If exactly 1 Burning Knuckler monster you control, and no other cards, would be destroyed, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card instead. So for instance, if your opponent uses like, I don't know, I can't really think of anything right now. A monster, okay, they go for a Stardust Dragon and they try to get over this monster, you can detach 1 and then this monster will be saved. Or if your opponent uses, it says destroyed, so if your opponent uses, Boundless Trap Hole on this monster, like when you attempt to XYZ summon this monster and use Boundless Trap Hole, you can chain with this card's effect because it's still on the field. And it looks like it's a quick effect too, so that means you can activate it on either turn and in any phase. So it looks like this card is actually really good because you can like protect yourself from Boundless Trap Hole. So next we have when an XYZ material is detached from this card gains 800 attack, and that's actually permanent too, because it doesn't say until the end phase. So that's actually really good, because it can go to a maximum of 3800 attack by its own effect. That's actually really good. Wow. I can see that the archetype's looking pretty good so far. Then we have... Oh, I just didn't say lead blow, apparently. Okay, so now we have this one. Let me just... It's Burning Knuckler Spar. That's a small name. Okay, so this one is a fire attributed warrior type, level 4, 1200 attack, 1400 defense, summon and condition effect. If you control a Burning Knuckler monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you cannot conduct your battle phase this turn. So I can see it's XYZ based. I don't really. This card's actually good because it would actually be able to help you out with exceeding, but then you can't attack. So I'm guessing there might be like an XYZ monster that allows you to do something the turn, and you don't really necessarily need to attack that turn. So then we have Burning Knuckler Switch Hitter. So with this card, it's a fire attributed, warrior type, level 4, 1500 attack, 1400 defense, a trigger effect. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one Burning Knuckler monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this effect, except Burning Knuckler monsters. So you can normal summon this card, special summon any Burning Knuckler monster, doesn't really matter. And then you go for the Barbaric Soldier, and then because it's a Burning Knuckler XYZ monster. And you could also actually normal summon the Switch Hitter, the one we just looked at, and let's just say you special summon Jaw Glass, it doesn't really matter, and then you could special summon a Spar on the field, and then you can go for an easy Shockmaster play, and you don't even need to attack anyway, so that's actually a really good combo right there. So then we have number 105, Burning Knuckler Cestus, or Cestus, I don't know how to say that, the Meteor, and it looks like since it's a number monster, it's probably an XYZ monster. Yep. Okay, so it's a fire attributed, warrior type, rank 4, 2500 attack, 1600 defense, and requires 3 level 4 monsters, but at least it, you can use it in any deck because it doesn't have any required materials, and it's a quick effect. Okay, so during either player's battle step, when a Burning Knuckler monster you control battles an opponent's monster, detach one XYZ material from this card, negate the effects of your opponent's monster until the end of this turn. Wait, what? Okay, during either player's battle step, when a battle you can negate the effects of your opponent's monster until the end phase. Also, your monster cannot be destroyed by this battle. Okay, and your opponent takes any damage you would have taken from this card in a battle set. Oh, that's a really good effect, actually. However, the wrong thing about that is that your opponent would have to be really dumb or didn't know anything about this card if they wanted to attack. But at least this card is like. It just stops your opponent from attacking. That's actually it's good too because you can detach, negate their effect. Like let's just say they have what would it be? Oh wait, I was thinking about like they had like Galaxy Eyes on the field, but then if they attack, his Galaxy Eyes' effect activates during the battle step, and since it is first turn priority, I think his effect goes first, but then you change this card's effect. So I think you would actually win that battle with this card's effect because since your opponent gets first turn priority, then they go first, and then you chain and change result backwards. I may be incorrect, but I think this card actually beats Galaxy Eyes. But how about you guys tell me in the description, in the comments below? I may or may not be correct about that. So now for the last monster, we have number C105. Okay, so it's a Chaos monster, Burning Knuckler. I'm not gonna even try. The Comet. Okay, so it is a fire attributed type. It is warrior level. It's a rank 5 this time. Attack 2800 attack and 2000 defense. It requires 4 level 5 monsters. That's actually a lot. And it's a trigger, continuous, and ignition. That's a lot happening here. Okay, so when this card, it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflicted damage to your opponent equal to half of the destroyed monster's original attack. Okay, so that also means like they have any boosting on it, like for instance, Fire Fist. They have a bunch of continuous spell cards and continuous trap cards that boost their attacks. So he would just lose like 60. If I attack into a bear, he would only lose 800 life points. If number 105 Burning Knuckler Cestus, the Meteor, is attached to this card as an XYZ material, this card gains this effect. Once returned, you can detach one XYZ material from this card to target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack. That's actually really good. I can see this card destroying, I don't know, let's say they destroyed a monster, and with this card you can destroy 2 monsters on the field. However, since with this card, actually, I've actually reviewed a certain other kind of like my previous review. I talked about Chaos monsters, the newer ones, and they are not the kind that we've been known to use. In the past, Chaos XYZ monsters, you just special summon onto a monster, and then and that's it. They're automatically summoned, but with the newer ones that's coming out, they require a certain spell card, and I don't know if I still have it. I'll probably actually just give you the video in the description or whatever, and then you guys can look at the newer Chaos XYZ monsters coming out and how you can summon them. It requires a certain spell card, and there are 2 of them. It's an interesting combo, but other than that, I don't think people are gonna play this card too often because it requires having that specific spell card, and I don't think it's really worth it because you would need to be able to have to summon both Cestus and then have that spell card. So I don't see any importance in summoning this specific monster. But other than that, I feel like the archetype is actually really good. There's a lot of special summoning, a lot of certain effects that really work out together. We have a counter blow that does the more boosting. We have glass jaw to reuse your monsters like switch hitter or spar special summons in itself, and switch hitter special summons another monster from the graveyard. And it looks like it is actually graveyard based, but that's okay. But I can see this deck actually not doing very well against Macro Rabbit. But since Macro Rabbit is probably going to be hit this format, this deck might be coming out and it'll be pretty good, I guess. I don't see it ever being too strong. It may not be on the tier list, but it'll be an interesting new deck coming out. And I recommend actually playing this deck. It's actually quite fun. And actually, I just remembered this deck actually came out. It was cameoed in the show. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any other reviews you guys want me to review, I'll gladly do it. If you guys have any other comments, suggestions, or complaints, please comment below, and I'll see you guys next time. Merp.